All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Get down. We're going to get out today. Hey, guys. Irish Prepper 2A. And I am continuing on with the, the third video in this installment of the dog ran off while we were just out for a day hike, morel mushroom hunting. And I am squatting in front of what was the shelter we did in the last video. So the weather here has been horrible for the past couple of weeks, and so even trying to do a fire or anything like that in a primitive style was out of the question. It's out of the question for me. I don't have those skills. I tried my best, but everything is just too wet, so that was not a possibility. So what I want to talk about in this video today, and today is the day that we get out. We get back, we find our way out of here. We get back to the car, we get back to civilization, we get back to somebody that can help us do something like, I know the theory behind what I want to do, but there's a difference between theory and actual practice. If you put a house together, in theory, just doing some research, the stud should be 16 inches on center, and that you have to have, proper support and everything like that. That's good in theory, but if you've never actually done it, that changes the entire game. So that's why I come out and I do these simulations like this, to put the theory into practice. And that's why, in these series of videos, I've done that with finding a good clean water source, finding the fat wood, building a shelter under time constriction, to see what I was able to do with the tools on hand and a certain amount of time. So, with all that being said, come on, bud. We're getting out of here today. Good boy. Come on, buddy. Over here. Yeah, buddy. You got us lost. Now we got to get ourselves home. In case anybody's wondering what that is right there, right down in the bottom of the screen here, that's my knife. It's supporting my phone up in the tree because I don't have any other way of supporting that. Alright, so when we traveled out to this mushroom hunting area that we were coming to, I knew when I left my house, because as most vehicles do these days, my car actually has a digital compass in it. I knew that I was heading southwest to get here. So now I just have to figure out where northeast. It may get me back to my car. It can get me to, any number of places. I know there's a road somewhere to the northeast, because that's where I parked and we ran off. It may not get me back to the exact location. I'm not going to pinpoint everything exactly. However, it's going to get me to some type of safety. And he's just loving every minute of it. Sorry, guys. So, without any, type of things to help me with a sense of direction, I'm going to have to do a tried and true method here that I will try to show you guys. All right, so what we've done here is we placed this stick in the ground. And the idea is for the stick to cast a shadow in this really gloomy weather, and that's really hard. It is really hard to see anything, but there is just enough light to get a shadow, and it's not showing up on camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and put it down here, and hopefully that'll pick something up. Can you see the shadow of the knife, guys? So It's just there. Pay attention, you'll see it. I'm going to take the knife and put it out where it's casting that shadow. Look just under the tip of the knife. All right. And I'm going to mark that off with a little acorn nub. Now I'm going to wait, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes and take another reading. And we'll see what happens from there. Okay, so we had everything marked off with the acorn point, and I just threw a stick in there for reference. Give it out. So now we're going to take another reading with the knife. You can see the shadow there. And I'm keeping the knife right at the point where I took the last one. So there's the shadow right there on the ground. Gonna mark that off with something else. Let's use this little piece right here. All right. So I have that little piece of fungus, the acorn. So that's created a line for me. I have my westward and my eastward marking. Put the knife on the ground, marking that line. I'm roughly looking east. Again, guys, this is not a compass. This is just a generalized direction. So I have my west-east line marked out. I know if I'm facing east, and I just turn to my left, that way is going to be north. And as I said when I drove in here, I drove in southwest. To get myself out of here, I want to head northeast. So we're going that way. All right, buddy. You ready to get out of here? So am I. Let's go. So we're going to head off in this direction that I pointed out, guys. And it should, by all practical method, it should lead us back into something that is familiar. And while I'm going to be doing this, while I'm going to be walking out of here, I'm going to follow the guidelines of an acronym that I heard. It's called Sills. S-L-L-S. Stop, look, listen, and smell. Because I know when we parked the car, we were right by a road. There were campsites out there and, you know, all sorts of signs of people. So I'm going to stop every once in a while. I'm going to look, see if I see anything that is vaguely familiar. I'm going to listen for any sounds. There was a strong creek running through there. I'm going to listen for sounds of water, and I'm going to smell. As I said, there was camping down there. If I can smell a campfire, or you know, maybe somebody cooking out, who knows? It could be any number of things. So stop, look, listen, smell. That's what we're going to be doing as we work our way out of here.